Hello, my friend, and welcome to Schools Winning Grants. I'm your host, Rodney Walker, and I'm happy to have you with this episode. Well, it's an episode. You can call it an episode. We haven't even officially started the show yet, but this is a bonus. Yes, that's what this is. This is a bonus just to help us lay the groundwork for the new show that's coming called Schools Winning Grants. Now, what is this show about? It's about schools who want to win grants. It's about school districts who want to win more grants. It's about educational institutions that are trying to get funded. That's what this whole thing is about. And I'm excited to have you because we're going to be bringing so much wonderful information your way. And on this bonus episode, that's not an episode, that's going to be an episode. I'm just trying to say we haven't even officially started around here, guys. And I'm excited because I want to share what's coming so that you can be prepared to know what's going to be coming. And on today's bonus episode, if you want to call it an episode, I'm going to simply be sharing with you some information about why teachers should absolutely positively be tuning in to this show. On the last bonus, I shared some information with you about why every single principal should be listening into the show and subscribing. But on this time, I just want to talk to my teachers. You know, I love you teachers because you are the ones that help to make our community stronger because you're working with our children firsthand. You're working with our teens and our youth, and you're shaping our communities. You're shaping our world. And I just want to give you a big round of applause today and a pat on the back to say, keep up the good work. We're going to help bring more funds your way because here's the thing. Studies show that the average teacher in a year is spending over $700 out of their own pockets to help bring extra resources, extra supplies to the classroom. And I think that's commendable. However, I also think that we've got to step up in some other ways as a nation and as different communities to help provide additional resources. One of those ways that can happen is what we're doing right now, empowering teachers and their schools to be able to go after more grant funding. So I'm going to be sharing with you some ways that you can do a more effective and efficient job of that. And I'm hoping that something will be said that will inspire you as an educator to continue the good work that you're doing. Now, here's something that's really interesting that I want to just bring to your attention as it relates to why you as a teacher should be dialed into what we're going to be talking about, because I'm going to be bringing you some rich information to help you just be a better person, bottom line, as well as to go and secure more grant funding. Now, another reason why you should definitely be dialed into what we're going to be talking about is because as an educator, you want to be abreast of some of the things that are coming down a pipeline. And one great way to stay abreast is by dialing into where the money is going. You see, if you know where the money is going and where monies are being allocated, it dials you in to the future and it allows you and your school to be more cutting edge. Another thing that also is important, that you've already done most of the hard work. Yeah, if you've been able to go through, some of you have been through just regular college, and others of you have gone from college to universities and have gotten BA degrees and master degrees, and some of you even have PhDs and doctor degrees and all those EDs and those other things behind your name. But you put in the work to be able to get that degree. And if you put in the work to get that degree, well, that required you to write some papers. And if you can write some term papers, some of those term papers were 20 pages long and 20 plus pages long. And don't even talk about those dissertations, those marathons where you had to write sometimes 50, 75, 100 plus pages. I know. So if you've done that, a grant, an 8-page grant, an 8 to 10 page grant is nothing. You can sneeze that out. Okay. You can cough that out. And that's what I want to just let you know. I want to simplify the process of grant writing so that it's not this scary and intimidating thing for you, so that now as an educator, you say, hey, I can do this. And I've had so many teachers, so many educators that we've been able to help to learn the secrets of what they needed to do in order to get funded. So that's another reason, just another reason why you should definitely be dialed in. I'm going to be pointing you to resources, pointing you to templates, pointing you to things that you can use right now that will help to empower you and your school. Now, on one of the other shows that I recently did, that's not a show. Remember, this is still the bonus stuff. We haven't even gotten dialed into the show yet, but I'm just kind of sharing with you what's coming down the pipeline. And with that show, I was sharing that we have these principles that need to be dialed into the show as well. And in fact, the next episode I'm going to share with you, the next episode that's not an episode, I'm going to be sharing with you why not only teachers, not only principals, but even some of you parents that are out there, why you should be dialed into this as well. So I'm hoping that you will find this encouraging to help you move forward in helping to bring more funds to your school. Now, I want to encourage you that we want to go at this as a team. Yes, I want you to start thinking about who is going to be on your team. In fact, I want you to do yourself a favor. And yes, do yourself a favor. And I want you to share this with some other teachers. Yeah, tell them to come on over and listen to the Schools Winning Grant Show. And this guy, Rodney, who hasn't even started the episode, has an episode that's going to actually help you. And it's a bonus episode that's going to help you to be able to win grants. And I'm going to be sharing some other resources. Now, let me just share with you right now, since you're here and since the show hasn't even started, go over to becomeagrantwriter.com. If you'll go over to becomeagrantwriter.com, yes, today I'm going to be sharing some information with you to help you learn how to write a grant proposal. I know that's what you need, right? How to do this whole thing. And I'm going to simplify it. I'm going to share it with you in a short, concise manner so that you can at least get yourself in the game. A part of this is just getting in the game. Get off the sideline and get into the game. And if your school hasn't gotten to the grant game yet, well, you know what? It's time. It's time for us to get in the game because your school needs those resources. And my friend, you can be that hero. Yes, or you can be that shero that helps to rescue the day. I'm excited for you. I'm excited about you because I know that you are doing something so worthy. You don't get all the pats on the back that you deserve, but just know that I'm giving you a pat on the back today saying, hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing. Somebody believes in you. Rodney believes in you. And that's why I'm doing this show, to encourage you. Now, with that being the case, my friend, I want to remind you my famous saying, and that is to be brave, to be bold, to be brilliant, and to take charge. Now, before you do that, make sure you subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Spotify, YouTube. Just subscribe to all of them. And I'll see you next time, my friend. Be brave, be bold, be brilliant. Take charge.